This is Shadowcoast and welcome back to Battletech Iron Man Impossible mode. We are continuing some procedural missions in this video. We are trying to obtain another mech. Ideally, we are looking to get a Hunchback or Trebuchet, something with a little more firing power before we take on Liberation Panzer, because that will be a difficult mission. Now, we are faced with some options here, 2 battles, 2.5 stars. This is scary, but we are going to go for it. We're looking to build C-bills on this, not necessarily salvage, so we're going to give it a go and see what happens. So we are going to ideally we're going to do both of these. But before we do, let me remind myself our mechs are in good working order. We did switch this back to short range, which is important to remember. And that LRM was a little disastrous. And none of our pilots are ready to go, or ready to level up, because we are on the hardest settings. Now, a few things to note. Here you can see it. This mech warrior progression, very slow, is going to, all these settings make it really difficult, but this one in particular is much slower than I expected, making it difficult, because normally you can level up gunnery a little higher, increase your hit chances, and secure the hit. So we're going to negotiate this contract. I would like to pick one of them, and kind of debating here. I do like more multi-shot, but this is going to be a tough fight, and I'm wondering if we just want Behemoth to get Bulwark, and these two guys can sit here while these two move. And as I'm thinking about this, kind of wondering if, the Blackjack can take a much larger hit. The one thing I want to see, I don't have any additional heat containment yet here, but yeah, so these two guys are just going to sit there and pound away. These guys will be a little more mobile. This will be nice because the Shadowhawk runs pretty cool, which is always nice. So for those joining, this is Battletech Iron Man Impossible mode. So we've cranked it everything up to the hardest settings, and we are progressing through the campaign. Now we are going to play conservative because one mishap could very well end the campaign. There's the economic challenges of repairing mechs. Also, if our mech warriors are incapacitated, they automatically die. So that's something that we're going to want to keep in mind. Alright, let's start this mission. This is a battle mission. I think this is the first 2.5 skull mission, which is a little terrifying. More so from the fact that I'm not sure what reinforcements they're going to have. Now, this is not even good. This is even worse because if you look at this hitbox, battles are very small. You don't have a lot of places to go. And we're kind of out in the open here. So we are going to use a terrain to our advantage and try to get over here to use some of this terrain to block or ideally block potential damage. We're going to try to kite one at a time out and just take them out. I kind of want to come around here and come up to get the high ground. This is my running strategy. One thing we have to be cognizant of is reinforcements, which we're not sure where they'll come from, so I don't want to just run straight in.
Affirmative.
Affirmative.
We have our first contact. Alright, so oops. I wanted to not do that, but no takebacks, so alright, let's speed this up. That'll be, I have to get used to that since I'm not used to Shadowcoast not being in the blackjack. Now one thing I should have done here
Good to go.
is note that the biome is allows 65% of their normal heat. So space is a vacuum, I guess it can't dissipate heat. So our heat sinks aren't as effective, unfortunately. We're gonna reserve down. Now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get this guy to come out. So a Wolverine.
Yep. Up.
Alright, so what I'm doing here is I'm gonna set up a firing line.
Engaging jump jets.
So next time he comes, I'm hoping we can just get everybody to hit him.
Receiving you. Roger that.
Let's see here.
Commander. Copy that.
Alright, this will give him a chance to come a little further out. He's still gonna probably... Oh, I guess he does get a shot off. At Behemoth. Now this is nice because he shouldn't be guarded. And... let me see.
Ready for orders.
Decker. Good hit percent chance. Putting damage on him. You don't get a lot of salvage, you get to pick one piece, so we're more interested in the C-bills in this mission, since we kind of need to be. So we are going to focus on seeing if we can just secure the win.
Here it comes.
Kited this guy out, now we're beating up on him. Destroy local government units if we destroy him. So if we get a
Engaging
shot on his CT, we did. We took him out.
enemy mech destroyed.
Good. 33%. So there are 2 more units, which are important to note. They're slowly moving around here. So we are going to bleed off some heat. Start taking advantage of the high ground. We did make additional enemy contact. Alright, so the one's coming down here, one's coming over here. So we're gonna reserve. We're hoping this guy runs in and shoots at... Okay, an Orion. Ooh. Oof. So Behemoth is getting...
Waiting for orders.
He's getting hit pretty hard. 80%, 75%, 80%. I think we were just there. So I would like to, this is gonna be a little hot, but that's
Lifting
okay.
off.
Trying to keep this guy line of sighted. Nice. Medium laser. AC 10 is that shoulder. Very well played,
Yes,
sir.
Commander.
Yeah.
So, Medusa. Slightly better hit. We do want a full salvo on him. That left shoulder would be ideal, but great. We disabled him and destroyed his primary scary weapon, which is fantastic. Now we can afford to expend a little heat here. The Shadowhawk does run cool, and we are clinically trying to dismantle this guy one at a time. Whoa. So we have
Critical damage detected.
really beat this guy up. He's a tactician, so he doesn't have any weapons. I have a feeling he's gonna run. So the right leg is a little bit more damaged than the left leg. Kinda wanna see. Alright, so I'm hoping we're not getting too close with Behemoth. We might be a little cavalier here. And just to confirm, if you look here, the top, the right leg is 64 plus 80 versus 80 plus 80s. So we are going to overheat. We are going to overheat and call and shot the right leg.
Roger.
Trying to knock him down. Alright, so this guy.
What's up, boss?
Let me see
Waiting for
here.
orders.
Well, let's move Shadowcoast and create some evasion. Again, we can only take one piece of salvage. Now, there is 3 other pieces of salvage assigned. So let's see what happens here. I probably should have taken a step back. Ooh. The left leg. I think we can... Ooh, we're gonna core him.
What do you need? Roger.
Don't think. Alright. I don't know, we're gonna see if we get lucky. Nope, we blew him up.
Mech destroyed.
Alright, so one more left. I think he's already moved.
Good to go.
And that's okay. Like we can check down,
Hunkering down.
but we are going to try to move Decker to a slightly more advantageous position. And we're doing this to bleed heat off. And He's coming around. Now this is... Whoa, let me see.
Standing by.
Standing by. Move order received.
Alright, so Enforcer. So unfortunately we are going to overheat here, but we want as much damage on him as possible. Kind of hit that left side. I'm a little nervous because I'm not sure. Now this was more of a play to have Medusa absorb any damage. I'm a little nervous he's going to take out Medusa. And Shadowcoast, we're just trying to shoot him in the back as much as possible. He is going to turn. Again, Shadowhawk's fantastic, runs so cool.
Receiving you.
This is a little hot, so I don't know what I'm going to be able to fire here, but again, we're just trying to shoot him in the back as much as possible. See if we can take out a torso.
Target confirmed.
Or a leg would be great. So he is coming towards us. And he, of course, picks Behemoth. Kind of saw that coming. And we have a pilot injury. Ouchie. Alright.
Waiting for order.
So... Ooh.
Yes, Commander.
Let me see, this leg needs 58. 45, 50.
Orders.
We want to try to take out that leg.
Engaging target.
Alright, well, we damaged him,
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
but we did not take out that leg. So he still has an AC-10, which is absolutely not great. Now we do 130 damage to ourselves, and we only have 120 damage to our legs, so it's not a good trade. We are coming right behind him though, and we really can't fire that much. But I'd like to do a little damage.
Yes, Commander.
Behemoth, he can turn, and look, if I get caught I lose this mech. Does he have jump jets anywhere? He does have jump jets.
Standing by.
So we are jumping away, trying to get sure he doesn't have a good angle, and we're bracing.
Orders.
And Decker will just lightly tap. The Enforcer. Alright, so Medusa can do 70 damage. Oh, let me see. Yeah, I think we're better off whacking him in hopes of grabbing that leg, which he's pretty beat up.
Waiting for orders. Target
Decker,
acquired.
let's see what you got. Man, he is taking a pounding. He's unsteady. We've just basically hit him every possible angle. And let's see. LRMs are a little hot.
Engaging target. Commander.
Let's reserve. Oh, shot to the back.
Reporting.
Not
Internal
cool,
damage.
dude. Not cool.
Orders.
You know what? We're just gonna try to sprint you into position.
Full speed.
I'm doing this because Behemoth's so hot, so we're bleeding that heat off. So she can hopefully come close to alphaing. He went again, but luckily he missed. That could have been disastrous. I think Medusa, after getting whacked by that AC-10, is looking for a little vengeance. He will get it in the form of
Target locked.
sending a bunch of missiles at him. Alright. So that was a little bit easier than... I mean, it wasn't. Those mechs were, you know, fairly difficult. Again, we want to mitigate damage. That's one of the key things we have to manage. Here, Blackjack almost got cored. Came down to, I think we had 8 in the middle, or 27 in the middle here. Had we lost that middle, that would have been horrendous. And then we also got hit pretty hard in the back there, so I have to be careful with that. We also suffered an injury. So we're going to go for the Orion. If we can get a heavy as early as possible, that'd be great. Looks like randomly assigned some garbage. So there you have it, another procedural mission for Battletech Iron Man Impossible mode. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you enjoy what you see. I will be doing complete playthroughs of Expedition Vikings, as well as a few other games coming up here. We're looking forward to it. We will also be playing Hellblade. So please subscribe, join the channel, and please post. Always looking to improve and appreciate constructive criticism. Thanks for watching, and catch you in the next one.